Hello. I know it's been a long time, about 2 months I'd say, since I did a video about Full Sail, so I'm just going to talk about pretty much. I'm in month 4 right now. I'm in lighting and history motion picture arts, lighting 1. Last month was month 3, and for film, because I'm a film major, if you guys don't know already, for month 3, you are required to take college math and an internet course. It's online. It's called CSI, Computer Sciences and Internet. I actually tested out in math, so I didn't have to take that. So all I had was an online course. So I had a lot of downtime with that. A lot of sitting around the apartment bored. But CSI was a piece of cake pretty much. It was just kind of annoying trying to deal with, because you do a group project with about 4 or 5 people per group, and it's all online. So you have to deal with people via the internet. My group, we set up a group message on Facebook, and that's how we kept in touch with everybody. But pretty much what you do is you make podcasts, and you sign roles in your group. I was the editor. So you assign editor, there's writer, the director, and then executive producers. So obviously the writer writes the script for the podcast. The director is pretty much the person to keep everyone on track, set schedules and stuff like that. And the executive producers are pretty much the people who do like the odd jobs, like if you have something that you need to be done, you can go to them and they'll do it. Like our executive producer and the director, they pretty much got all the pictures together for the podcast. The writer then sent me the script, and then the director and the executive producer sent me the pictures. And then we had 2 executive producers. The other executive producer helped the writer with the script. So once that was all said and done, they sent me everything through this thing called Dropbox. It's like an online file sharing deal where you set up folders and you invite your group to the folder, and everything that you drag and drop into the folder is available on the internet for your group members to access. So they put everything in the Dropbox folder, and then I edit it all together in just an iMovie. So it's pretty easy class. And then so yeah, that's month 3. Month 4 is awesome. I am loving every minute of it. And if you're thinking about going to Full Sail, just know this. If you're in a big class, because my class is pretty big, there's a lot of kids, but half of them are letting this thing slip through their fingers. You understand? It's like, if you're coming to Full Sail and you're serious about it, you can learn so much. So much. You can do hands-on. Like, if you're a hands-on learner, Full Sail is great. But a lot of people don't take advantage of that, and they just, kind of just float through, like for example, today in lecture I noticed my instructor, we were in the sound stage, and he was explaining all the lights to us, pretty much what they do, what they're called, and everything like that, and half the people in my lecture were like off on the other side of the sound stage just talking, and it ended up being like a handful of people that were actually, getting that hands-on experience, touching the lights, putting them in the stands, plugging them in, turning it on. And then, there were other people that were just paying attention, taking notes and stuff like that. So, it almost seems like a lot of people don't realize what either they don't care, I don't know, but that's their choice. For me, I try to deal with the equipment as much as I can. And lighting is an awesome class because all the labs and some of the lectures are in the soundstage. And in there you learn, how to power all the lights. You learn all the different cables to use. You learn about all the different lights, Baby 1Ks, Baby Junior 2Ks. There's the whole spectrum of it. If you take lighting, you'll learn all that stuff. I'm not going to go into detail because I can talk forever about it. But yeah, that's lighting. And It's awesome. And I'm only in lighting 1, and it's a pretty demanding class, but it's fun. And then my other class I have is History of Motion Picture Arts, which is an awesome class. There's no lab for it, it's just lectures. But pretty much what it is the first 2 hours, you take notes, go over slides, the instructor talks about what we're learning or whatever, and then the second half, after break, we watch a movie. And since it's History of Motion Picture Arts, we were pretty much learning how film started, what started it, and going through the progressions of pretty much technology and techniques and everything like that. We watched a silent film, and then we watched another film with Clark Gable in it, which was one of the earlier films that actually had sound. And yeah, it's pretty much how it all progresses, and it's really interesting to see where the roots come from. So it's easy. It helps you learn about that. Otherwise, I've been just hanging out in the apartment. I don't have a vehicle, so it's kind of harder for me to get around. So my roommate does. So whenever I need a ride or something like that, he can help me out. But when it comes time for downtime, pretty much just ride my bike or walk if I need to go somewhere. But yeah, and another thing, if you're gonna go to Full Sail, I strongly advise try to be active in the clubs, because there's so many different clubs around school that again offer you a lot of hands-on experience. Obviously you're not getting graded on what you do for your groups and stuff, but all that stuff helps build your portfolio, your resume. You know what I mean? Like it's all stuff that you can say you worked on, even though you didn't get graded on it, it wasn't required or anything. It all just makes yourself look better, and that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? You need to really take initiative at the school, because they're not going to do it for you. Not at all. It's all up to you. You can slide through it, breeze through, and at the end of the day, yeah, you got a passing grade, but you didn't learn anything. You know what I mean? You need to go into it wanting to learn, with an open mind. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. This is getting kind of long, so hopefully I can post another video fairly soon. Maybe I'll talk about, at the end of the month what the class was like, because I'm only in my 3rd lecture. But once again, sorry for my few subscribers that I have. If you watch this, I'm sorry it's been so long. But peace out, Cub Scout.